Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Welcome to ISKCON of Silicon Valley. This is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. If you made a wrong turn and came in, please feel free to stay. Today we have His Holiness Radhanath Swami, whose projects span around the world. His main project is seeing to the fulfillment of Srila Prabhupada's desires to spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Therefore, he does the needful in every continent of the world. And today, this initiation ceremony is very heartfelt because devotees who have dedicated their lives to selfless service to the Sankirtan movement, which means service to the Guru Parampara, and to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are very rare souls. And today they're taking the next step in accepting vows and initiation from a bona fide spiritual master. We're extremely happy to welcome His Holiness Radhanath Swami to ISKCON of Silicon Valley. And if you'd like, at this time, please give a warm welcome. Krishna ceremony. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We welcome all of you on behalf of the ISKCON of Silicon Valley. And we start off with our Achaman. Before that, we do a quick Sankalpa. We will have Achaman, which we have in front of you. And then after that, we will have the Brahma Samhita and then talk by His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, where the initiates will be asked, called their names. So for the first initiates, you just walk up all the way to Guru Maharaj, offer him his prostrated obeisances, and you make your vows, and then you collect your beads. If you have difficulty holding on to beads, Sundarananda Prabhu will take your beads back, and then you can collect from him later. And then after that, you can go and offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada for the first initiates. For the second initiates, we'll ask you to stand up, and then you'll be acknowledged that you're taking second initiation from His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. And also, we are very happy to announce that we have one disciple of His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu also, who's taking second initiation, who is sitting here. Sorry? Already taken. Are you all? And so we will have both the mantras of both the gurus being recited. So with that, we will start. Maharaj, do you have your permission? Thank you. Om Tat Sat Shri Govindo Govindo Asyaham Shubhatita Achyutak Gotra Srivasa Pandita Dasa Shri Krishna Prityartham Diksha Samskara Karma Karamyaham Karishyami. And now I'll repeat the mantra. Kindly repeat after me. First, wait. Repeat after me. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavasthan Gatopi Va Yah Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. And then you take water from the spoon in front and then say Om Keshavaya Namaha and sip the water, please. Next. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Sip the water, please. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Sip the water. And then you can take some water in your hand and then just clean it. So we'll do it 2 more times. Kindly repeat after me. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavasthan Gatopi Va Yah Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Again, take water in the palm of your hands. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. for the last time. Kindly repeat after me. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavasthan gatopi va yah smaret pundarikaksham sabahya abhyantara shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Again, take water in the palm of your hands, please. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Thank you. So we will recite the Brahma Samhita prayers, if somebody can. We'll just do the 30 from, right? Yes. Okay. If you can project Brahma Samhita. So the first verse is, let's all do together. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadma Shukalpa Vriksha
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Panantamaravinda Dalaya Taksham Varhavatam Samasitam Gurasundarangam Gandharvakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kada Sarvadamalya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranayakeli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribanglalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vittimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamarchutamanavimanantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabhamadurlabhamatma Bhaktau Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Antastu Koti Sakavatsara Sampragamyo Vayo Rathapi Manaso Munipundavana Sopyasya Prabhadasimya Vichintya Tattve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopyasaurachayitam Jagadanda Kotim Yashaktirasti Jagadanda Chayaya Danta Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadva निगमप्रतितैस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसप्रतिभाविताभिः काव्येयैव निजरूपतया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसत्यखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि प्रेमाञ्जनाश्रितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्तः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तिषु कलानि यमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोद्भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णः स्वयं समभवत् परमात्मयो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो कोटिष्वशेषवसुधादिविभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि माया हि यस्य जगदण्डशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदवितायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बिपरसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसात्मकया मनस्सु यः प्राणिनां प्रतिफलं स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयत्यजस्रं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनाम्नि निजदाम्नितले च तस्य देवी महेश हरिधामसुतेषु तेषु एते प्रभावनिचया विहिताश्च येन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेका छायेव यस्य भुवनानि विवर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रियं यथा दधिविकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते न हि तथा पृथगस्ति हेतो यः सम्भुतामपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिरेव हि दशान्तरमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विकृतहेतुसमानधर्मा यस्ताग्र एव हि च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि व्याकारणार्णवजले भजति स्म योगा निद्रामनन्तजगदण्डसरोमकूपा आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परां स्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैव निःश्वसितकालमथावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगदण्डनाथा विष्णु ईशोर्महान् स इह यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि स्वान् यथा स्म सकलेषु निजेषु तेजा श्रियं कियत् प्रकटयत्यपि तद्वदत्र ब्रह्माययेष जगदण्डविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भा द्वन्द्वे प्रणामसमये स गणाधिराजा विघ्नान् विहन्तुमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अग्निर्महीगगनमङ्गुमरुद्दिशश्च कालस्ततात्ममनसीति जगत्त्रयाणि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यं च गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्चक्षुरेश सविता सकलग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिरशेषतेजा यस्याज्ञया भ्रमति संवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि धर्मोऽपापनिचयश्रुतयस्तपांसि ब्रह्मादिकीटपतगावदयश्च जीवा यद्दत्तमात्रविभव प्रकटप्रभाव गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्मिन् रूपमथवेन्द्रमहोस्वकर्मा वन्दानुरूपफलभाजनमातनोति कर्माणि निर्वहति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यं क्रोधकामसहजप्रणयादिभीति वात्सल्यमोहगुरुगौरवसेव्यभावै सञ्चिन्त्य तस्य सदृशं तनुमाकुरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रिया कान्ता कान्ता परमपुरुषा कल्पतरवो द्रुमा भूमिश्चिन्तामणि गणमयी तोयममृतम् तथा गानं नाट्यं गमनमपि वंशी प्रियसखी शिवानन्दं ज्योतिः परमपि प्रस्वाद्यमपि च स यत्र क्षीराब्धिस्रवति सुरभिभ्यश्च सुमहान् निमेषाराध्यक्त्वा व्रजति न हि यत्रापि समयः भजे श्वेतद्वीपं तमहं इह गोलोकमिति यं वेदन्तस्ते सन्ताक्षितिविरलाचारा कथितये अतो वाचा महाविष्णुर्भगवन्तं प्रजापतिं ब्रह्मन्महत्त्वविज्ञाने प्रजासर्गे च चेन्मतिः पञ्चश्लोकी मां विद्यां वत्सदत्तं निबोधने प्रबुद्धे ज्ञानभक्तिभ्यां महात्मन्यानन्दचिन्मयी उदेत्युत्तमा भक्तिर्भगवत्प्रेमलक्षणा प्रमाणैस्तत्सदाचारैस्तदभ्यासे निरन्तरं बोधयन्नात्मनात्मानं भक्तिमत्युत्तमां लभेत् यस्य श्रेयस्करं नास्ति दया निर्वृत्तिमाप्नुयात् प्रसादयति मामेव भक्तिं तामेव साधये धर्मान्यं परित्यज्य मामेकं भज विश्वसान् यादृशी श्रद्धा सिद्धिर्भवति तद्विषि कुर्वन् निरन्तरं कर्म लोकोऽयम् अनुवर्तते तेनैव कर्मणा ध्यायान् मां परां भक्तिमिच्छति अहं हि विश्वस्य चराचरस्य बीजं प्रधानं प्रकृतिपुमांश्च मायाहितं तेजमिदं विवक्षि विदे विदेहि त्वमथो जगन्ति ईश्वरा परमा कृष्णा सच्चिदानन्दविग्रह अनादिरादि गोविन्दा सर्वकारणकारणम् इति श्री ब्रह्म संहिता सम्पूर्णं हरिः ओम्।
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी आस्त्रत्यदेशधारिणे नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने श्रीवार्षवानवी देवी दायथाय कृपब्दये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञान दायने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाद्या श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरा करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दिनधारिणे रूपानुगा विरुदापा सिद्धान्तद्वन्द्वहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बारसम्बोधे पदाम्बोजायते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगावरायते गौरविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्टः सज्जनप्रिया वैष्णवा सर्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Jayatham Surathao Pangor Mama Manda Matergati Matsarvasva Padam Bojao Radha Madana Mohana Divyat Parindaranya Kalpadrumadha Sriman Ratnagata Singhasanastao Shishi Radha Shila Govinda Devo Pristalibi Sevyamanos Smarani Sriman Rasarasarambi Bamsivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Svanar Gopir Gopinata Suyestuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gauda Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. On behalf of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, and our worshipable acharyas, we now begin the ceremony of initiation. Our tradition is to begin such ceremonies where we commit our lives, our body, minds, hearts, souls, in the service of the Lord, with this verse from the Vedic literature. Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhayabhyantara suchi. Srila Prabhupada described that this verse very much encapsulates the purpose and the spirit of initiation and of the human form of life itself. Purified or not pure at all, or even having passed through all various situations of life, one who remembers the beautiful lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes purified both within and without. Krishna is called upon by the name Pavitra, meaning he is supremely, completely pure. what we associate and who we associate with, we become influenced. In fact, we become transformed by those qualities. Mahat sevam dwaram ahurava muktes tamo dwaram yoshita sangi sangha. If we associate with people who are impure, we become impure. If we associate with those who are pure, we become purified. Krishna is supremely pure. And by Krishna's grace, yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata. He descends again and again into this world, into a world where there's so much exploitation, where there's so much selfishness, egoism, and greed, where envy is potential within every heart. Why would Krishna descend from the spiritual world, where everything is supremely filled with ecstatic, loving relationships? The eternal soul has the freedom of choice to love God or try to find happiness separate from our love for God. This material world is for people under the various influences of sattva-guna, rajaguna, tamaguna, goodness, passion, and ignorance, trying to be controllers, enjoyers, proprietors, separate from Krishna. But yet Krishna comes again and again because there's infinite love and compassion for every spirit soul. For as many universal creations that we decide to remain in this world, Krishna will keep coming to give us another chance. But we simply need to accept His love, His mercy, by harmonizing our lives in His loving service. Krishna incarnates in this age of Kali, especially in His holy names. Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna's presence in full are accessible in the divine name of the Lord. Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. Krishna is supremely pure, and He has many names, and in each of these names Krishna is present. Yeyatamam prapadyante tamstataiva bhajamyam. As we take shelter, surrender, as we approach the Lord or His holy names, Krishna reciprocates accordingly. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has written that the fullness of Krishna's all-beautiful form, His qualities, His pastimes, His abode, His eternal loving associates. Krishna reveals all of these according to the sincerity in which we chant the holy names. And Krishna is in His words, the Bhagavad Gita, His instructions to us. Every syllable is Krishna because Krishna speaks them. And Krishna is none different than those words spoken about Him. Sukadev Goswami spoke Srimad Bhagavatam. It is described that when after Krishna left this world from his manifest incarnation 5,000 years ago, he incarnated as the Srimad Bhagavatam, this transcendental vibration. And Krishna has come in the form of the deities. Here in ISKCON, Silicon Valley, Shri Radha, Madan Mohan. Srila Prabhupada describes they may appear to be made of stone or wood or metal, but when they are invited by a compassionate Vaishnava to give their mercy, Krishna fully makes himself and Sri Radharani herself present in these deities to attract our hearts and our minds, to accept our service, to bring communities of devotees together, to serve them, to love them, to chant. Krishna is so merciful. He is Atma Rama. He is completely satisfied forever. In Goloka Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani and Sakis are cooking breakfast for Krishna every morning. Yashoda Mai is packing lunch for Krishna every afternoon. Does he need us to cook for him? They all have spiritual bodies. In the spiritual world, the body and the soul are non-different. The body is Satchidananda, eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss. But here with our material bodies, we try to keep clean, but still we're perspiring and we're going to the bathroom. Does Krishna need us to cook for him? But yet, in the form of the deity, he needs us to cook for him. Out of his causeless mercy, he's assuming a bhava, a compassionate mood where, yes, I need your food, please feed me. And by doing so, we're remembering Krishna, we're absorbed in Krishna, we're pleasing Krishna, and we become purified. And Krishna tells himself that he is present in the hearts of those devotees who love him and who are striving to love him. And by remembering a devotee, by associating with devotee, we are purified because Krishna is in their hearts. Krishna is supremely pure, and he's supremely merciful. The difference between a suffering soul separate from Krishna in this material world and a liberated, loving associate of Krishna is whether we are pure or impure. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sajja Kabunoi Sravanadi Sudhijiti Koriyayodoi. Srila Prabhupada quoted this verse from Lord Chaitanya's teachings so many times, that our greatest potential is to love Krishna. It is the supreme, eternal, ultimate perfection of life. By associating and serving and hearing from those who love Krishna, and by chanting Krishna's names, we become purified, and that love is awakened from within us. In whatever condition we're in, Dinahina Yata Chilo Harinams Utarilo. Tara Shakshi Jagai Madhai. Thakur Narottam gives us this beautiful verse that even the most violent, envious, sinful Jagai and Madhai, they were completely purified and given ecstatic love for God by receiving the mercy of a devotee, Lord Nityananda, and chanting the holy names. Pure or impure, Krishna is supremely pure. Srila Prabhupada would explain, if somebody was in a very fallen state, do not underestimate Krishna's power of mercy. There's nothing anyone can do that could be greater than Krishna's mercy. We are all insignificant. Last week we celebrated Narsingha Chaturdasi. Hiranyakashipu was so bad. He was evil beyond anything anyone in this world has ever seen. Even the demigods trembled in fear when he raised his eyebrow. What to speak of when he screamed at them? He was evil personified and so powerful. He conquered most all the universe except for Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. He conquered the universe. And yet when the Lord came as Nrsimhadev, he played with him. Hiranyakashipu, with all of his strength, was trying to kill Nrsimhadev. And he was convinced he could do it because he had such an ego. And our acharyas described when he was fighting Hiranyakashipu, he was catching him, letting him go, and when he let him go, Hiranyakashipu said, I'm definitely going to be victorious because he cannot control me. That's compared to a big cat and a little tiny mouse. Sometimes the cat catches the mouse and lets it go, and then brings it back. In other words, Hiranyakashipu was utterly insignificant compared to Nrsimhadev. So whatever our ignorance, whatever our illusions, whatever our attachments, whatever our addictions, and sometimes we feel hopeless because it's like we're haunted by a ghost, by our conditionings. And sometimes the world around us seems so impossible to overcome the temptations and distractions. And for us, as little conditioned souls, it actually is impossible to overcome. But when we take shelter of Krishna, all these things are insignificant. The whole material creation, an expansion of an expansion of an expansion of Krishna as Karunodakshayi Vishnu. Just by inhaling one time, the entire cosmic manifestation is finished, goes inside of him. Now, this is an incredible story, but it also illustrates just how everything is insignificant compared to the grace of Krishna's love. We have chanted this verse, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate. First line is all about mercy. And then what happens when we get the mercy? Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate, Gopeshwar Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate. Krishna is an ocean of mercy. But not like this little puddle called the Pacific Ocean that sometimes you surf in, or whatever you do in California. This is an ocean of mercy that it has no shores, it has no boundaries, it has no bottom. It's an unlimited. That is Krishna's mercy. And in comparison, how insignificant our petty attachments are in this world. So there's infinite hope for all of us if we just take shelter of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada cites when this mundane ocean washed away the little eggs of a sparrow. The mother sparrow, in love for her eggs, her children, she couldn't bear that the ocean took them away. And she vowed, if you don't give my eggs back, I'm going to dry you up. Nothing happened. So she dedicated her life to drying it up. Now sparrows can't really hold water in their hands. All she had is her beak. And the most one drop at a time fits in that little beak. And she flew, picked up one drop, flew away, dropped it somewhere else, and flew back. And she was doing that constantly. It was like her sadhana. Now, was it hopeless? Could a sparrow dry up an ocean? It was hopeless for her. But if she thought it was hopeless, she would have given up and lost her eggs. But there's a higher power. Krishna, who is in her heart, the Paramatma, was pleased with her motherly affection and her determination. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, not just tells, he promises, for a devotee who surrenders to me, I protect what they have and I carry what they lack. Now all of us, we have so little. There's very little to protect. But Krishna is willing to subsidize what we lack if we take shelter. That is his love. So Krishna sent Garuda, who's another type of bird. And he came down and told the ocean, if you don't give her eggs, I will dry you up. The ocean immediately gave the eggs. So yes, that little sparrow's insignificant, had no real chance. But by her efforts, by her determination, by her patience, by her enthusiasm, by her care, she attracted the higher power of Krishna and Krishna's representative. So whether we are pure or impure, we should never lose hope. The more we hear about Krishna, the more we sincerely perform our sadhana in the association of those with faith, Adoshadata sadhu sangota bhajanakriya. At the beginning, we have a little faith, but in association of devotees and practicing the principles of bhakti, we are given. It's not that we necessarily develop. When we say develop, it actually means we're given. We live in such a way that Krishna is pleased to give us more faith. And then no situation is hopeless. We see opportunity in everything. Because the soul is eternal. It is beyond birth, it is beyond old age and disease and death. And when we have faith in the supreme power of God's love and in the very nature of being part and parcel of Krishna, we are eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. We are an eternal soul. This body is subjected to so many sufferings. Adhyatmaka, adhibodhaka, adhidaivaka. And they will come inevitably, whatever we do. Krishna consciousness doesn't necessarily protect the body from suffering, old age, and death. But it purifies our consciousness so we realize that in whatever condition this body is, I could remember Krishna, I could serve Krishna, I could please Krishna, and the love of my soul can permeate this body and mind. That's the perfection, beauty, and joy of life. Therefore, in this verse, it is described even after having passed through all situations. Sometimes, at the least expected moment, there could be death to myself, to someone I love, to people around me. There could be disease, there could be suffering, honor, dishonor, pleasure, pain, happiness, distress, victory, defeat, success, failure. These dualities are always coming and going. Krishna consciousness means we remain steady in trying to please Krishna, in following the principles, the culture, and the lifestyle that Krishna has given to us. We maintain our spiritual integrity, dignity, and service attitude through our faith and our devotion, whatever may happen. And actually, that's what it means to be sincere. Srila Prabhupada would plead with us, just be sincere. Take this Krishna consciousness seriously. And he quoted Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his teachings to Srila Sanatana Goswami, that pure devotional service is the rarest thing, because the all-powerful Supreme Controller, Ishvara Parama Krishna, comes willingly by his own affection, becomes subordinate and controlled to his devotees' love. So Krishna doesn't give that love easily. It's the most rare thing. But then Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya states, if one is sincere, serious, and has no ulterior motives, Krishna easily gives pure devotional service or pure love. So even having passed through all situations, we remain steady. We do not become discouraged. We do not become disoriented, whatever may come. And the strength to be like that is not our own strength. We're simply a cord like that little sparrow. We're determined in our effort, and Krishna gives us the rest. But that means we choose to associate with people, activities, and things that will keep us spiritually strong and faithful in whatever situation. Material energy, Maya, is always going to be trying to drag us away. But are we turning to Krishna, or just allowing if we don't turn to Krishna, Maya will drag us away. If you're swimming upstream in a mighty river, it's not easy. But if you stop swimming, what happens? You can't just say, well, just let me take rest and stay right here for some time. If you stop struggling to go upstream, you go downstream. And as we make spiritual advancement, Krishna consciousness is actually, it's a struggle, but it's actually very happy. Coming in the car today, I was with His Grace Vaisheshika Maharaj, and Her Grace Nirakula Devi, and I said something about struggling. And they said, we're not struggling. They are struggling, but they're happy. So the struggle is actually the most wonderful thing in the world. But if we're not striving to come nearer to Krishna, then Maya will take us away from Krishna. That is why community is so important. We're not concerned with all this political stuff and conspiracy ideas that are always dividing people. They may be true or they may not be true. But what really matters is we're united in helping each other to take shelter of Krishna, to please Prabhupada and Krishna, to be Krishna conscious. That is the gift we've been given. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami tells a beautiful story. And Srila Jiva Goswami gives an expansion on that story. When Krishna was a little boy, perhaps 4 years old, maybe 3 years old, he was living in Gokul, Mahaban. How many have been to Gokul, Mahaban? Please raise hands. And this simple lady from the forest, she was actually living in jungle. She had no reputation, she had no education, she really had no wealth or prestige. She was just living in the forest, and she would collect wild fruits and try to sell them to people. So one day she came out of the forest and came to Gokul, and she called out, "If anyone wants fruits, I am selling fruit." Nobody came, but Krishna heard her. And Krishna's a little boy, and nobody knows he's God. Everyone thinks he's just a little boy, but they love him more than they love God. So Gopal runs up to her and says, "Give me fruits." Now he wanted to actually, according to the culture, buy them. And in those days, they didn't have dollars or cents or even rupees or paisas. They would barter. So he would see his mother sometimes trading grains for other things. So he picked up some little berries of wheat in his tiny little hand, and he ran and he held them out. But while he was running, all the grains were falling out of his hand. And there was only one or two little grains in his hand. He said, "Give me fruit." He was so beautiful. He was so charming. He was so full of affection. She just wanted to make him happy. She was not a philosopher. She was not doing yagyas or pujas. She was just selling fruit. She filled his hands and then started putting in his arms as many fruits as he could hold. And he had all these fruits. And he smiled at her and ran away. That smile completely charmed her heart. He gave her ecstatic love for him in that smile. She turned around and picked up the basket. She didn't notice that that basket of simple forest fruits was transformed into an overflowing basket of jewels. Diamonds, emeralds, rubies, pearls, sapphires, gold, silver. And they were celestial jewels, not the kind you get in these little mundane jewelry shops. One of those jewels was more precious than anything Tiffany Company has sold since they opened their doors. These are celestial jewels, probably worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But she didn't notice them. Why? Because she saw that those fruits made Krishna so happy. She just wanted Krishna to be more happy. So she picked up her basket and ran to the forest to collect more fruits to give to Krishna. So she collected, and then she brought them back to put them in the basket. And that was the first time she noticed her basket was filled with precious jewels. There was no space for the fruits. So what did she do? She just dumped all those fruits out in the ground. Didn't even consider where she put them. So it'd have space so she could bring Krishna fruits. And she ran back to Gokul and cried, "Gopal, Gopal, I brought more fruit for you." And he came running out. And she filled up his arms and smiled. Krishna's smile. Krishna's smile means he's happy. He's pleased with us. And for a devotee, there is, for a pure spirit soul, there is nothing that gives us more happiness. There is nothing more meaningful than seeing Krishna smile, because that means he's pleased with us. What was her qualification? Her qualification was simply she put giving happiness to Krishna above everything else. And she was given the ultimate perfection of prema bhakti. And Krishna values his devotees' love so much. He ran back to his house with all these fruits. He had like 2 different supplies of fruits. And he told his mother, Yashoda Mai, that I want you to give these fruits to all the Brijabasis. She said, all the Brijabasis? There's only some. She said, let's call them. So he called the Brijabasis, and they were coming, and Krishna would give Yashoda Mai a fruit, and she would give it to a Brijabasi, a resident of Vrindavan, his loving devotees. And the amazing thing, there was only a small pile of fruit, but however many thousands of residents of Vrindavan came, he always had another one to give to Yashoda, to give to them. This is so meaningful, because Krishna's great joy is to share the love of his devotees for him with others, because that's what those fruits represent. The fruit represents that little old lady's, that little wrinkled up old jungle lady's love for him. And it meant more to him than anything. He wanted to share it with all of his devotees. And therefore he made that unlimited so everyone could have it. And when Krishna came as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with the Mahabhav of Sri Radha, he described himself as a fruit seller. He declared that I have these fruits of love of God, Krishna Prema. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking the role of a devotee to teach us how to be devotees. The Purushota Shiromani, the crest jewel of all goals in life, the Premadan, the supreme wealth, is to know Krishna and love Krishna. To feel the joy of Krishna being pleased that we have tried to please him. There is no greater achievement. There is no greater gift. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I have these fruits of Krishna Prema, love of God, and I've come to distribute them to anyone and everyone who's simply willing to accept them. And he said that if a person tastes even one of these fruits, they will be fully satisfied for the rest of eternity. But I have so many fruits, and I only have 2 hands. So I'm asking all my devotees to help me to distribute these fruits. It's like Krishna asked Yashoda Mai to distribute fruits. He's asking all his devotees to help him distribute these fruits. And he expressed how any devotee who assists me in distributing these fruits, they become most dear to me, because they are extending my loving mercy even to the most fallen or to the most pious. Doesn't matter. When Srila Prabhupada, our beloved Guru Maharaj, was given this order in 1922, on Ultadanga Junction Road in Calcutta on the rooftop. Srila Prabhupada was 25 years old at the time. He was recently married and had one child. And he had a nice post in Dr. Bose's laboratories. He was a managing director. So he was very nicely situated in life. He was married, he had a child. And when he first met his Guru Maharaj, before they even had any other exchange, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada instructed him, take the message of Lord Chaitanya to the Western world in the English language. You are an educated young man. In other words, the same instruction. The message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the fruits of love of God. How to receive it. Help Lord Chaitanya and all the acharyas. That's what we have come to this world for, to distribute these fruits of love of God, and you will be most dear to me. And Srila Prabhupada took that instruction as his life and soul. But he had his obligations. He was always striving in whatever way he could to prepare himself to do this. And 43 years later, he never gave up enthusiasm, determination, or dedication. 43 years later, he got on that cargo ship and sailed across seas and oceans and continents, 38 days, and arrived in New York City. And he had no place to stay there. He got off the boat and was put on a bus and sent to Butler, Pennsylvania. Start a worldwide movement in Butler, Pennsylvania. Recently, some events happened where Butler became famous. But before that happened, except for Hare Krishna devotees, nobody except people in Butler knew where Butler, Pennsylvania. But for us, it's a holy place because he prepared himself there. He says, Vaisheshika Maharaj was speaking the other day, he studied Sally Agarwal to see how Americans think and what their values are and what they do so he can be relevant to give the fruits of love of God to them. And we all have this opportunity to receive these fruits, to taste these fruits, and to assist our Guru, Srila Prabhupada and our Parampara in distributing these fruits. And from this particular perspective, this is what initiation is. We're receiving these fruits of Krishna Prema, love of God. And we're making promises of dedication and commitment to honor and be grateful for what we're being given. Now, actually, as soon as we have faith in our gurus, in the path of Krishna consciousness and in parampara, in our hearts we're already initiated. Srila Prabhupada described when he met his guru in 1922, he said, I was initiated at that moment in my heart. But then it was 11 years later that he took formal initiation, as many of you are doing today. And that is a formal commitment. But the real initiation is not sitting at the yajna. It's devoting our hearts that whatever may come in my life, I'm going to be grateful to receive and honor the gift I've been given. And I'm going to remain faithful. And I'm going to follow. Because so many difficulties will come. And difficulties are not always the things that seem like reversals. Sometimes greater difficulty than reversals are when things go our way. Complacency is a difficulty. Everything's so nice, everyone likes me, and everyone and I'm so healthy and full of energy. That could be a distraction. A distraction. You know, when Gajendra the elephant was bathing and everything was so nice, that was a difficulty. He wasn't taking shelter of Krishna. But when the crocodile was pulling him down and penetrating his flesh with his teeth, and he was about to die, he took shelter of Krishna. So the crocodile was a difficulty. But the heavenly pleasures of everything going nicely was a difficulty too. So actually every situation of life, popularity or defamation, if they distract us from taking shelter of Krishna, they're difficulties. But we commit ourselves. Initiation is such a beautiful, blessed opportunity where we individually and collectively we recognize how important this is, that we remain faithful, that we remain determined to live by these moral principles of the four regulative principles, that we take shelter of the holy names in the mood of a servant of a servant of a servant, that we know that the gift of these 9 processes of devotional service are truly our real wealth. And in one sense, what does initiation mean? It means to be so grateful that we truly value what we have received by preserving the vows we take, the promises we make, are our sacred offering that Krishna is receiving out of his mercy. And we hold them as the most dear things in our life. Thank you very much. Vaisheshika Maharaj, please enlighten us.
You've made it so clear. And with your presence here, we feel the opportunity because you've dedicated your whole life to exemplifying the principles of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And your example shows that whatever, and your teachings, whatever position of life one's in, needn't matter when one has the intention to take this gift. And we're feeling the power of the Guru Parampara, seeing all the initiates here today, as each one of them has the potential to set an example for many more and also pass out many more fruits. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established his movement and elevated various devotees to positions, it was what Prabhupada called a corporation, in a way that anyone could start in any position and then be elevated. And he described how sometimes people start in the mailroom and then they become elevated to higher and higher positions in the company. And there's a way in which those who have pure intention and want to help distribute the fruits are recognized by Lord Chaitanya, and he gives them such an opportunity as all the initiates have today. Prabhupada also, in his letters, would frame them in military terms. That when he was in Houston, he would say, Camp Houston. Or some other place, he would call it a camp. Because he saw that there needed to be a strategy. And that we were to fulfill Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire to see that the whole world be covered with Krishna consciousness. And also, when Advaita Acharya started his prayers to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he held open class and prayed that Lord Chaitanya would come and help spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. So however insignificant it may seem, the way one starts, one person can change the whole world, one person with a sincere desire. And we feel it in you, Maharaj, that wherever you go, you set this example of utter humility, at the same time, complete seriousness about this strategy to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. I remember years ago when we talked about New York, and it seemed to be a complicated situation, but I remember you'd always say, but Prabhupada started there. He wanted us to spread Krishna consciousness in New York, and even in the most difficult situations, you've always adhered yourself to Srila Prabhupada's desire. So all the initiates today are fortunate to be able to see you, to observe how you live and how you interact with others, and to be able to adhere themselves to your instructions. And I'm personally grateful to all the devotees here who are following in Srila Prabhupada's footsteps by accepting His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj as the representative of the Guru Parampara, who's showing how to use one's entire life to not only expand Krishna consciousness all over the world, but to attain the ultimate perfection of life, which is to constantly remember Krishna, talk about Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. And we're unlimitedly grateful to you for coming here. Literally, and I don't even want to mention it, but when you leave tomorrow, we're going to be counting the minutes until you come back and following your circumambulation of the globe as you go from one place to the next, showing the example of an acharya in the Krishna consciousness movement. We're so deeply grateful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for keeping us in your orbit, for inspiring not only your disciples, but all of us here at ISV and around the world. I'm very happy for these initiates to be connected to our glorious parampara under your shelter. We're so fortunate to be connected to the most glorious parampara. It's a big step you're all taking, and the whole community is here to support you and help you in any way you can. And I already see so many of you who do so much here, do so much service, do so much preaching. So however we can continue to serve each other, serve your Guru Maharaj, and serve Srila Prabhupada. I personally want to offer my help, my support, and I'm just so happy for you all to be under the shelter of Radhanath Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I am so happy to see that you are under the shelter of Vaisheshika Maharaj and Nirakula Devi. Because from the core of my heart, I appreciate how Srila Prabhupada is so pleased with their surrender, their example, and their spiritual leadership for this community, and actually for inspiring the whole world of our movement. And I'm just a little creature that's crawling around trying to serve, but Vaisheshika Prabhu, Nirakula Devi, they are really great Vaishnavas. And how they are pleasing Srila Prabhupada and is so meaningful to me and so many other devotees. There is nothing more pleasing to me than you trying to assist them and please them. In my own heart, I'm just assisting them by trying to inspire all of you in this connection to Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. Thank you very much.
initiates. Okay, good. The mic is back. All right. We'll call the first initiates. So just a quick thing. You just go directly to Guru Maharaj, offer your full obeisances for Prabhus, Panchang for ladies, and you'll be given a mic. You can make your vows, and you get the beads and your name, and then you go back to Srila Prabhupada and offer obeisances, and then come back to your seat. So we call first Brian, Bhakta Brian. Mike.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. I today will make a few vows. First, I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles for the rest of my life. That means no intoxication, no meat eating, no illicit sex, and no gambling. Secondly, I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. And I also vow to serve Srila Prabhupada in his mission in the mood of a servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. I'm very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara, I am honored to offer you the name Balaram Gopal Das.
His Grace Balaram Gopal Prabhu ki.
Saurav, Bhakta Saurav Kumar.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most humble obeisances. I'd like to make few vows today. First is, for the rest of my life, I will chant minimum of 16 rounds every day. And I will follow the 4 regulatory principles, meaning namely no meat eating, no gambling, and no intoxication, no illicit sex. And I will serve Prabhupada mission in the mode of servant of servant of servant. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Parampara, I am very happy to offer you the name Surendra Krishna Das.
Hariva!
His Grace Surendra Krishna Prabhu ki.
Bhaktin Mrinali.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I vow to chant very attentively, minimum 16 rounds every day. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles of not to indulge in meat eating, intoxication, gambling, and illicit sex. I vow that I will serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of servant of the servant. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, very grateful to offer you the name Mohini Priya Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Mohini Priya Devi Dasi ki.
Dr. Abhijit.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, I am here to take my vow that I'll chant a minimum of 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. And I also vow to follow the 4 regulatory principles of no meat eating, intoxication, gambling, and no illicit sex. And I also vow to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of the servant of the servant. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, I am honored to offer you the name Achyuta Leela Das.
His Grace Achyuta Leela Prabhu ki.
Bhakti Seema.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today I take a vow to chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra daily and to follow 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. I will try my best to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in a mood of a servant, a servant, a servant. I am very grateful for your mercy, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Sita Bhakti Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Sita Bhakti Mataji ki.
Bhaktin Muktazarkar.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today, in front of Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shriman Lakshmi Narsimhadev, Shriman Mahaprabhu, and all the Vaishnava, I take the vow that I will chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. I will follow 4 regulative principles, that is no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, and I will try my best to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission into the mood of servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you very much. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we're honored to give you the name Madhavi Rasa Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Madhavi Rasa Mataji ki.
Bhakta Tarun Dolaria.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I take vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, at least 16 rounds daily for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, which are no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. I vow to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. We are most grateful. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Taruna Nimai Das.
Grace Karunanimai Prabhu ki.
Bhaktin Diti Thakur. Just a quick word to the initiates. Make sure that your feet don't point towards Srila Prabhupada. Maybe you can offer with at an angle. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, I offer my humble obeisances unto you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds daily. I also vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, that is no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. And I also will try my best to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the humble mood of a servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. We are very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I am grateful to offer you the name Daivi Radha Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Devi Radha Mataji ki.
Bhakta Avanish Naren.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Today I would like to make the following vows. First is to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. Next is to follow the 4 regulated principles, namely no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. And I vow to serve in Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mood of servant of the servant. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to offer you the name Ananda Swarup Das.
Grace Ananda Swarup Prabhu ki.
Bhaktin Rani Sharma.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today, I take a vow to chant at least 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily and to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. And I will try my best to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in a humble mood of a servant of the servant of the servant. I am very much grateful for your mercy, Maharaj. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm sincerely honored to offer you the name Raseshwari Rani Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Raseshwari Rani Mataji ki.
Bhakta Shantis.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Today, can you hear me? Okay. Today I sit in front of you to vow to you to chant 16 rounds of Maha Mantra daily at minimum for the rest of my life. I also vow to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. I also will try my best to continue serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada as the servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. We are very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we are honored to offer you the name Sham Kirtan Das.
His Grace Sham Kirtan Prabhu ki.
Mother of our own dear Achyuta Kumar Prabhu, Madhurama Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, దండవత్ ప్రణామాలు. 4 నియమాలు పాటిస్తాను. మాంసాహారం తినను, మద్యము తాగను, వ్యభిచారం చేయను, జూదమాడను. రెగ్యులర్గా 16 మాలలు మినిమం, ఇంకా ఎక్కువనే చేస్తాను. ప్రభుపాద మిషన్కు సేవ చేస్తాను. హరే కృష్ణ మహారాజ్.
Maharaj, she said, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I take a vow not to eat meat and no intoxication, no illicit sex and no gambling. And I chant at least minimum of 16 rounds every day and try to serve the Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mode of servant of servant.
Thank you very much.
Krishna Guru Maharaj Pranam.
We are most grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I am sincerely honored to offer the name Madhurya Rasa Devi Dasi.
Her Grace Madhurya Rasa Devi Dasi ki.
So with that, we conclude the first initiates who are taking. For the second initiates, we'll ask them to stand up. We'll call name by name, stand up, and you can seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Guru Maharaj and Vaishish Prabhu and Nirakala Mataji here. And so we'll start with Kshir Chor Gopinath Prabhu. If you can just stand up and acknowledge. Achyuta Balaram Prabhu. Sachinandana Hari Prabhu. Sham Vallavi Mataji. Ananga Sundari Mataji. Aniruddha Charan Prabhu. Nitya Lakshmi Mataji. Prem Nitai Prabhu. Ananda Prem Mataji. Shyam Jagannath Prabhu. Shyam Kumari Mataji. Sriji Priya Devidasi Mataji. Radhanath Prabhu. Champaka Gopi Mataji. With that, we conclude this ceremony, and then the next is the yajna. So we have grains that in front of you. When I say swaha, you can just take a handful of grains, and then you can put it in the bowl next to you. And then when the Purnahuti comes, there is a small piece of coconut that is in front of you, and then that you can offer it later when I tell you when. All right. And we can have the kirtan started. Thank you. Yeah, you can put here. Why not?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Tat Vishnu Param Padam Sada Pashyanti Suryo Diva Chakshuratam Vitraso Panyo Dagruvam Saha Yat Samindate Vishnu Paramam Padam.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Idam Pushpa
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
So the next part of the program is what is called the Mangalacharya prayers. After when I say Swaha, then you can take the grains and then you can offer it in the fire. So kindly repeat after me. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Swaha 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 Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Swaha 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 Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च स्वाहा 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 नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी इति नामिने स्वाहा 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 नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते वैशेषिकदास अधिकारी इति नामिने नमः प्रहर्ष शीलाय प्रभुपादा अनुसारिणे अनिंदिते हृदयतस्मै शास्त्र भाजन चोदिने स्वाहा 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 नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशे तारिणे स्वाहा 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 नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने श्रीवर्षभानावि देवी दयिताय कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वला प्रेमाद्या श्रीरूपानुगा भक्तिदा श्री गौरकरुणशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगा विरुद्धापा अपसिद्धांत ध्वांता हारिणे स्वाहा 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 नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भा रसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः स्वाहा 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 नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंदा नामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगा वरायते स्वाहा 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 गौराविर्भावा भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जनप्रिया वैष्णवा सार्वभौमा श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः स्वाहा 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 वाञ्छाकल्पा तरुभयश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा 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 नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः स्वाहा 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 पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं स्वाहा 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 हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते स्वाहा 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 जयतं सुरतं सुरतौ पंगोर मम मंदा मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजौ राधा मदनमोहनौ स्वाहा 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 दिव्या वृंदारण्या कल्पद्रुमदः श्रीमद् रत्नागरा सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेष्टालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि स्वाहा 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 श्रीमान रासा रसारंभी वंशीवटा तटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणु स्वनैर्गोपीर् गोपीनाथ श्रियेस्तु नः स्वाहा 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 तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये स्वाहा 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi, Gaura, Bhakta Vrinda, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. For the last time. Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. So this completes the Mangalacharan portion of our Homa. Next is we are going to do what is called the Prayashchita Homa or the Prayashchita prayers for forgiveness. After that is Purnahuti. Kindly repeat after me. Mantrahinam, Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam, Janardhana, Yat Pujitam, Maya Deva, Paripurnam, Tadastu me, Aparadha, Sahasrani, Priyante, Aharnisham, Maya, Dasoham, Itimam, Matva, Kshamasva, Govinda, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. So the next part is called Purnahuti. We all stand up. While we stand up, we offer the coconut, and then if you can efficiently make space so that Maharaj and along with the initiates and Vaisheshi Prabhu can circumambulate the fire around 7 times after this. So yeah. So kindly repeat after me. Hold the coconut in your hand. Hold the coconut in your hand. Stand up. Thank you. Kindly repeat after me. Thank you. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha Swaha Swaha.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Privrajikacharya Ashtothara Sattasi Shimad Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Privrajikacharya Ashtothara Sattasi Shimad Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Privrajikacharya Ashtothara Sattasi Shimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavini Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Zagaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Sambeta Bhaktivinoda Ki. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Well, if you all come back at 3:30, we'll do it all over again. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. We're going to take a moment to clean the temple room and get ready for the next event, which is in Is Prasadam now? Sharirad Vijaja Jodendriya Kahe Kaha Jive Bele Vishaya Shagare Dharma Jedivayati Loba Muisu Durmati Take Jeta Tatika Sanchare Krishna Bhavo Goyamoy Koi Bale Kimachai Samsara Dilobai Sayam Damita Bhao Radha Krishna Gunatao Premedako Sritanya Nita Premedako Sri Chaitanya Nita Mahaprasade Govinde Namaprabhu Vaishnave Sapapunya Sadhana Sadhana Prasade Karma Krishana Adhyatu Jayate Krishna Chaitanya Gayupadita Krishna Pasamakar Krishna Kovina Dasa Maya Devahi Itam Priti Sampati Nityam Padu Deshita Prati Matre Vajaya Namahavan Sara Nadeshariya Mantasana Kalaniya Mantasa Praptamanam Kristam Omaran Hare Namrave Bhagavad Shri Mahaprasade Ki Go Premanande Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Please come take prasadam. Go straight out this door.